Alright, so we've been doing some modifications to our 1959 Axeman Anderson again. We've added a separate ashing motor. This one's an 800 RPM motor. We're driving it with a 2-inch pulley, driving a 3-inch pulley. Driving a Smith speed reducer. This is a 1764 to 1 speed reduction. So, gotta go do the math. We are probably ashing at a rate of about, probably somewhere around 12 or 14 grate cycles per hour. That means this will spin 12 or 14 times in an hour of auger run time. This motor comes on when the auger motor comes on. So that should be good for somewhere in the 60 or so thousand BTU range. Because this is actually the feed rate of the coal for this type of boiler. So what we're trying to really do is sort of replicate what the AHS S130 does, which is the alternate heating system boiler that is very similar to this. It has a similar grate type system in it, except it doesn't have the auger. You've already put the insulated fan plate on from an S130. And fan, so this plate on an Axeman is not insulated at all, so you can actually touch it on this because it has quarter inch of ceramic insulation in there. But the Axeman, there's no way you could touch that. You would burn your fingers off. So we did this a couple months ago, and you can hear the bearings clattering. We have new pillow box bearings for it. Apparently these have some wear on them. And I wanted to do the ashing thing because I think that is one of the secrets to why the alternate heating system AHS 130 does better on fuel mileage than Axeman. And we actually have the setup right here. It uses a gear motor, which I think it works out to, it's like, this thing is like 2.44, I think, RPM. So that's, I think, a 11-tooth sprocket, and it drives a 45-tooth sprocket. And the crank on the back of this rod is what actually pulls the grate back and forth. And the RPM of this shaft in an AHS S130 is 34 per hour. That means it pulls the grate back and forth, slicing ash off the bottom of the fire 34 times per hour run time of this motor. And that's to get 130,000 BTU. That's the interesting thing about these. You can turn them down quite a bit. So if we did everything right, this should be at about 60,000 BTUs. Might have to adjust the fan speed to match it. have to do a fire depth measurement to see if we're, you know, not, or burning up the coal too quickly or whatever. My fire view door is getting kind of old. It's it's got some haze on it. I mean, this crust will come off with the razor blade, but it's definitely etched, and you can't see, even when you clean it, you can't see too well through this side of it. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Crazy Axeman mods.